Hello everybody, this is just a little video to explain how to do this task. I hope you're all well. Obviously we can't get into the workshop at the moment at school, so I'm just giving you a little practical task so you can practice being accurate with your measuring and also being accurate with your cutting. We're going to practice making some joints out of cardboard. You'll need some different equipment to do this task. Number one thing you need is you'll need some cardboard, so I just got an Amazon box. You can use any type of cardboard really, a little bit thicker is better than too thin. I've used a biro pen, make sure it works. I've used a little bit PVA glue and a brush, just to keep things nice and neat and tidy. And I've asked permission from my wife. You can ask from your mother or father or carer to use some sharp scissors for the job. And very importantly, I've used a ruler. This has got centimetres on it. We use millimetres, so if you want to convert that, all you have to do is multiply by 10. So I've got 1 centimetre, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 showing on the screen. That's 10 millimetres, 20 millimetres, 30 millimetres, 40, 50, 60 and 70 millimetres. And obviously where it says centimetres there, that's where 0 is. The first joint that I've practiced making is a butt joint. Now a butt joint is really simple. It's just where you take one piece of material and you glue it against another on a flat surface. It's not very strong and it just relies on the glue strength sticking things together. Now all I've done is I've made two little bits of card which are 60 millimetres long by 20 millimetres wide. You can see that where I've cut, you can still see my pen mark left on the cardboard, and that shows that I have cut waist side of the line. So all that means is when you mark your waist, that you cut just beside it on the waist side. With the butt joint, I'm quite happy with that because that's going to go together at 90 degrees, so I've done a good job making sure it was accurate there. I've taken some pictures and I'll make a little PDF to show you how to do that. And all I have to do is take some glue. I can put some glue on the edge there. And I can stick it now with PVA glue and cardboard. It sticks quite quickly, but what I need to make sure is I will make, oh, that was a mistake, wasn't it? I need to make sure that it gets time to dry. Sorry, I was put off by the dog trying to get in the door there. So that's a butt joint, I'll leave that to glue. Just everyone say hello to Sky. This is my dog who just put me off make my butt joint. Sky? Anything to say? No? Okay. So the second joint that I'm doing a model of is a mitre joint. Now the mitre joint I've done was just simply a piece of card which I made sure I cut 20 millimetres across and I made it as long as I liked, as long as I could fit my joint in. Because my piece of card is 20 millimetres across, I need to make sure that I do little marks which are 20 millimetres apart. So there's one at 0, there's one at 20 or 2 centimetres. You'll see over here I've got another one which is exactly opposite and another one there exactly opposite. I marked out my diagonal line using my ruler and my pen, then I cut right along the line and that left me with a mitre joint. All I have to do is take this one, flip it over, and I've got my right angle mitre joint. Perfect. The next joint I did was my T-dovetail joint. Now the T-dovetail is a wee bit more difficult, but what I did to make that was I used 3 strips of card. My strips of card were 40 millimetres across and I made them about 90 to 100 long. What matters is that if you've got the width of 40 here, that there's going to be enough space for the other piece of card to come in. Okay, so the bottom piece of card here wasn't cut at all. And what I did was I made this bit first. This is number 1. I made sure that I measured down from the top of this down to here by 40 millimetres. I did that on both sides of the card and I drew this line across the way. I measured 5mm in from here, 5mm from the side there, and then I drew this triangle there, and then I cut them off. I've taken some photos, and that will be in a little PDF too. Once I'd done that, I could then lay this one, number 1, on top of piece of card number 2, which has been cut. Kind of look like this. I used my pen to help mark out there and up there, and that left me with little bits to stick on. And again, I used my PVA glue to stick this piece and this piece onto this piece. And you'll see that by being accurate with both my marking out and my cutting, that my T-halving joint goes together so beautifully well that it doesn't even fall to bits when I shake it. And there's no glue there at all. It's just friction that's holding that together. That's perfect. When we get into the workshop, that's exactly what we'll be looking for too. Now the final joint I'm going to show you that I made was the cross-halving joint, this one down here. You can see that you've got a little bit of card like this and there's a little notch in it, and you have to do that too. The important thing here is that on this top piece of card here, the slot goes halfway across, and on the bottom part, the slot goes halfway across too. The really important bit is the width of this piece here, the width of that notch on both parts, has to be exactly the same thickness as my piece of card. So what I have to do when I'm making it is make sure I use my card to draw down the sides. So you can see here, here's my finished joint. Looks pretty stunning to me. If I take that to pieces like that, you can see that the width of this notch here is the same thickness as a piece of card to go into it. Okay, so I can show you that both sides fits really well. You can also see that where I marked it out, there and there, you can see my pen mark is left on the card. That's because I cut waist side of the line. Because I cut waist side of the line, everything stayed accurate and fits together well. Beautiful. Now, that's the end of my video. It's the first video I've ever made for teaching like this. It's pretty strange, pretty difficult, but hey ho, we'll get better at it, won't we? What I would say is have fun. If you think of different ways to make your models and you think you can do a better job than me, that's absolutely fine. If you can find some thicker card, even better. Just be careful when you're cutting it out, and please tidy up after yourself. Take care everyone, and we'll see you in school soon.